I'm in the middle of working on my big fat bolognese. I have in my pan here some ground carrots, onion, and celery that I pureed. And I've been cooking this for about 20 minutes or so, and I really have developed a beautiful brown crud. Look at that, do you see? Ugh. That is exactly what I'm talking about. This is sort of what I like to call the burnt toast phase, where we get to the edge of disaster and we yank it back. So it is time to move on to phase 2 of my big fat bolognese, which is adding the superstar to this. Where's the beef? So beef, right in my fridge. And you know what, I'm gonna grab my eggs for my poachers as I'm working on my bolognese. So I'm gonna use ground round today, which is actually the back leg of a cow. This is a pretty muscly cut of meat, and it is perfect for something like bolognese. It's not a superstar in the kitchen, but when we use it in bolognese, it really is. It's, you know, it's cheap, it's a tough cut, but when it's ground and we use it like this is absolutely the perfect time. So I'm gonna get this going, and I really want to brown this guy as well. And I am giving a big fat salt. Wow, I know that might seem a little excessivo, but it is incredibly important that we do big, high seasoning from the beginning. Food tastes so good in restaurants because we actually season it appropriately. All right, I've got crud happening here. We have achieved cruddom. Fantastic. End of phase 2, ready for tomato paste. Now, tomato paste is something that we use in the restaurant a lot because it gives an excellent thickness to our sauce. It has a beautiful, bright, concentrated flavor. Okay, so we're gonna add all of this. I know, huge tomato paste. Get all of this guy in, and guess what we're gonna do with this? If you say brown it, you are absolutely correct. Are we noticing a theme here? This is gonna brown for about maybe 4 to 5 minutes, and then we're moving on to wine. I let the tomato paste brown on the bottom, and then I give it a stir, so I let the top do the same. My tomato paste has reached a lovely shade of rusty brown. Oh, guess what? It is time for happy hour. Yeah, wine time. I'm adding Cabernet here, like a big, hearty red wine, and lots of it. That might seem a little bit excessive, but it helps to really bring our sauce together, add all to these flavors and layers of what's going on here. I'm reducing my wine by half to really concentrate that bright flavor, and I'm also using it to scrape the crud off the bottom of the pan. My wine is reduced, and it is time for the saucy part of my sauce, which is water. I know, water? Well, you know what? For a couple of reasons. I always have it, but more importantly, this is how I learned how to make bolognese when I was in Tuscany. I have worked so hard to achieve all of these levels of brownness going on here that water is absolutely appropriate. So I'm gonna go pretty big water, but this is a game of add water and reduce, and add water and reduce. So look there we go. To cover the meat by about 1 inch or so. Let's stir all these guys. Be careful, don't go crazy. All right, let's go ahead and give this a taste. It's pretty good, but you know what it's missing? Salt. Right, so I'm tasting to make sure that everything tastes delicious. This is by no means done, but I can tell I am on the road to something fantastic. I am making sure I'm a superstar, not just the I hope it's okay method of cooking. So let's go ahead and add some aromatics. A little thyme bundle tied together so I can pick this out later, and some bay leaves. So I'm gonna add this, reduce it down, and add more water later. I have taken a lot of time and care and patience in putting this together. I have browned every step of the way. I have cooked it with love, and now I'm ready to put it together. So I've taken about half of my sauce out of my pot. I'm gonna add my perfectly undercooked pasta to this. It's undercooked so I can cook these two guys together. This is actually the marriage of the Bolognese and the pasta that I was talking about earlier. So let's toss these guys together. Yeah, baby. Woo! Okay, so I'm stirring these guys together. I am going to add a little bit of water to help the marriage here. What we want to do is make this into one united thing, so it's not pasta and sauce. This dish is spaghetti bolognese. Let's know about that. I have the perfect ratio of spaghetti to sauce here. It looks pretty married to me, but this is the glue that's gonna hold that marriage together. A little cheese, and of course, what? Olive oil. This sets the perfect texture of this, gives it an unctuous mouthfeel. Oh, we stirred around vigorously, and we are ready to plate it. This makes it so aromatic. So, my secrets to a beautiful bolognese: I cook and brown every stage. I take my patience and my time doing that. My veggies, my meat, my tomato paste, I cook the wine down, and then I let it cook for hours. I'm going to finish this up with a little bit of cheese and maybe just a little drizzle of Burrell. You know what? I am so ready to eat this. Ah, exactly what I was expecting. I'm going back for more.